What's going on, people? You're locked into another episode of Big Ego Women Podcast. It's your girl Bubbles.
And I'm Mitch, or Michelle, or Mish, whatever you like.
We hope you're all doing well. For today's first topic, we're going to discuss why girls love a bad boy over a good boy.
Do you like bad boys?
Oh, yeah. But you know what? I love to be treated like how a good boy would treat a woman, but I want the bad boy aura, like. I want the look of a bad boy and that energy. But I don't want to be treated like how they treat.
The look of a bad boy?
Yeah.
What's the look of a bad boy?
Just roadman. I don't like the suited and booted look. That's too prim and proper for me.
Really?
Yeah, I like the roadman look.
See, I like a man in a suit. I do.
That's proper gangster.
I like a man in a suit.
Yeah. That's proper gangster. That's the OGs.
So I do like bad boys. And I'm going to put that in quotes because I feel like everyone has a different interpretation on a bad boy. I don't think you're a bad boy if you beat up women and then you're getting sent to the shop. You're not a bad boy. No. You're not bad for nobody. Do you know what I mean? And for me, subconsciously, I think I look for qualities that are in my father in a man. So my dad, he, wasn't always on the straight and narrow growing up. But whenever he takes me out, you can see he's respected. He's known in Chinatown in Manchester. He's been through a lot. So I feel like in the males I date, I look for qualities that I see in my dad. Like my dad's always been brave and strong and protective and been the alpha male.
Yeah.
So I feel like for me, that's kind of why I kind of go down the bad boy route. Like when I was younger, I've seen so much growing up. I've seen my house been raided.
Yeah.
Not because of my dad, but because of my uncle and so many little things. Like my dad used to fight every single day.
What, with other people?
Yeah, in Chinatown. All his friends, so my uncles, his friends, were on the front page of MEN News, like.
On the regs.
There was this big article. People got stabbed. They went to court. Some of them went to jail. And I feel like for me, that's kind of influenced me because I need a man who can protect me. I need a man who is respected. And I need a man who's smart, who's street
But
smart.
don't you think a guy that's not about crime and stuff, yeah, can't they also protect you and be respected?
But then
in another sense, like they'll be respected, like they can take care of a family home.
100%. I feel like you can be a bad boy in the business industry. Yeah. You can be so business minded that you are a bad boy. Do you know what I mean? I feel like when people talk about bad boys, and I've heard guys say
you see what's funny, yeah? More time, yeah, it's the bad boys that have like the nicer things and stuff as well, because like the way the society is made, yeah, is like workers, the working class, it's not a system built for you to get to a certain level. You can only get to a certain point as such before like the system starts taking away again. Do you know what I mean? It's like they only allow you so much. Whereas when you undercut the law and go round to make your extra money here, there, that isn't, say, on top of the table, yeah, you will get back more out of it. So you'll be able to obtain more things, which is what attracts more of the girls, because now you've got the drip, you've got the car, you've got the...
But you could have a nice, well-paying job.
So sorry about that. That scared me.
You can have a nice, well-paid job and still get all that drip. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think so?
110%. There's many.
Yeah, but you gotta have the
businesses out here and investment bankers.
And how common is that if you're from an area like myself, Peckham? How common is it for somebody from Peckham to be in jobs like that? Be honest.
Well,
it's not common. Like that's.
I can't answer that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think.
But I know people from Peckham who have worked in banks.
Yeah, working in banks, but they can get jobs. Investment banking, I don't know that far. I know working in your regular Barclays branch in Peckham. I know you can do that.
Someone who was a real banker. He's from Peckham.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's one a dime a dozen, though.
I guess so, but I feel like the 9 to 5ers. Do you know what it is? It's about your attitude and how you carry yourself. I can't have someone who's weak. I like the alpha male energy. I like the dominance. of a man. But I feel like kids nowadays, like the younger boys, they're trying to be bad to get girls. Like I've heard it so many times. Men are trying to be bad or selling drugs when they come from good homes because girls like the bad boys. And I just think that is so crazy.
I think that...
Because you're not bad to me.
What is bad?
Bad to me is you're smart. You're street smart. You carry yourself with respect. You hold yourself properly. Just because you come on the roads and sell drugs doesn't make you a bad boy. Anyone can sell drugs. Anyone can decide, okay, today
I disagree. Anyone can't sell drugs.
Okay,
It's
no,
not
not
easy.
everyone
It's
has a
not
mentality
easy, you
for
know.
it.
Like you can't
okay.
be a nice person and be in that field. There's no. It's not fun doing that. Like you can't be like you're a good person, yeah, but it's a cold world, isn't it? It's a cold game. You have to have no
okay, I can agree
emotion,
with
no
that.
feeling, no compassion in that sense to be able to do what you're doing.
But then
you know
a
what
lot
I
of
mean?
the bad boys I know, they have heart. They actually have heart. Maybe
Brave. They're brave. You mean?
They're brave, but for females, they respect females. You're not a bad, like I said before. You can think you're bad, but disrespecting a female don't make you bad.
Yeah, the bully tactic don't work.
Like you're
But
not
you
bad
also,
for anybody.
and I'm quite feisty myself, so I'd need a man that can put me in my place. Like, don't if I feel like I can, like, put you in check and check you, then yeah, it's not gonna work because
I need
I
someone to
like
dominate.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like to be dominated. Like, I like if I'm doing so, you tell me like, hold yourself, and I'm like, oh, so I can remain in my feminine energy. If I have to go into that masculine role and feel like I have to be the one to provide and stuff, that's a no for me. And I feel like it's mainly bad boys that I've met in my life that have been able to put me in that like section.
But I also do think a bad boy needs a good woman behind them to get them out.
100%.
Because
100%.
from my parents, I believe my mum saved my dad because listen, my mum is pure innocent, straight and narrow.
Yeah.
She was a banker and I've never even heard this woman swear in my life. Like she's proper good woman, only ever been with my dad. They've been married 25 years now.
Yeah.
And I believe she helped him get out of that life.
Yeah.
Once you had my older brother, it was kind of like for my dad, like he moved us away, like into Cheshire.
But maybe that's just because your dad really fell in love with your mum as well. Because
100%.
more time, a man will only change for the woman that he really wants to change for. If he's not changing for a certain woman, it's because you're not the one. Do you know what I mean? So
100%.
I rate that your mum was the one for him because that's why he changed for her.
Yeah,
do you know
and
what
I've
I mean?
seen her stand by him through so much shit. Like
Yeah.
he's being arrested, he's being this, that, the other.
Yeah.
And she's still been there, and props to her because she's been through a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. But she's still there. And that's why for me, I'm like,
It can work.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can help you.
Yeah. So you want to help the bad boys come out of the lifestyle? Is that what you mean?
I'm not saying all the bad boys. I'm saying my one. yeah. But everyone else, sorry. Each to their own. Go find your own woman. Okay, so for our next topic, we're going to discuss marriage in this generation. Is it a thing? Does it work? Do people still believe in marriage?
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people believe in it no more. I mean, I go to more funerals than weddings these days. You don't really get a lot of weddings. But I feel women still maybe have that dream. I personally still would love to get married. But, you know, it's not something that I'm, like, actively looking for and seeking. And if I'm in a relationship thinking, yeah, like, the future will be to get married because... I don't know, man. Is the way the world's changing and how things are getting harder. It's harder to find a person that you'll be willing to tie yourself into, take those vows with. You know what I mean? Till death do you part. And marriage to me is more of like a financial agreement, like, and having that certificate that is a legally binding contract. You know what I mean? Whereas a lot of people nowadays are living the marital life, like could it be a boyfriend and a girlfriend, or they've got kids together, but they're not married, but that's basically a marriage. You're living with each other, you're committed to each other, you're probably sharing the bills. The only difference is both your names ain't on the house. You ain't got a joint bank account. You know what I mean? So a lot of people are living married lives without actually having a certificate. So it's like, well, what's the point in getting married?
Can I say something now?
Yeah.
Say your partner gets into an accident. Yeah.
What do you mean, like a car
A
accident?
really bad accident.
Yeah.
He's on life support.
Yeah.
You're not married. You can't have a say on whether you keep him on life support or it's ended.
But even if
But
he
if
was
you're
married,
married-
if they're gonna turn off the life support, they're not gonna
You
keep
can
him.
make a decision because sometimes that it obviously depending on the situation, it could be a life or death situation, and you know, you make that decision. You are his wife. Do you know what I mean? Or say he got into a mad accident one day. You lot live this fairy tale. You're not married, but you're basically married. You don't have a will.
But make a will.
And
You don't
then
have to
the
be
kids-
married to
no,
put
but-
someone in your will, and you don't need
But
to
he
be
don't
married
have
to
a
make
will.
someone
Say
a
he don't
next
have
of
a
kin.
will. He don't have a will. You lot aren't married.
Yeah.
How are you now gonna support your kids if he?
But the
Suddenly
kids don't
dies.
always get that anyway. The will is more for the kids. Automatically, if you're married, the spouse will automatically get what the whoever out of which spouse passed away. Say it's a man,
But you're-
woman,
You lot
and
aren't
the
married.
wife. Oh, if you're not married, then you don't get everything. Well, then yeah, it should go to the kids.
But then the kids are too young to know what to do with that money.
And it goes back into the system. That's why, as adults, we have to be responsible for our
me
children.
personally, I know I'm getting married. I'm only ever getting married once, but I will be married.
Yeah.
And
you're doing
whoever
that why?
I'm marrying is going to be the father of my kids,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Why though? Because you want to be able to have things like power
No,
over.
because I believe in marriage. I believe in love. I'm a deep lover. I've seen like I said, my parents have been together 25 years. I've seen it. It happen. It works.
Yeah.
I feel like we're too petty nowadays and people break up over silly little things and whatnot, but I believe in marriage. And for me, marriage for me is a symbol of till we die, like for real. Like, say you're married now, your man cheats, are you staying?
Obviously, you would work at it. Well, it depends. If you're married, you probably work at it more than if you wasn't married.
Damn right. If my man cheated whilst we're married, it'd be hard for me. I wouldn't forgive him straight away. But for sure, I'm going to work this marriage out.
And if you wasn't married, you wouldn't even try.
If we're not married, we don't have kids. I'm not
And do
going
you
to try
believe-
as
are
hard
you-
to work this shit
Do
out.
you plan
Are
to?
you kind of giving a man an excuse already? Because you're saying that if you're married, he would cheat because you say you're going to be till life that do us part, you're going to stay regardless.
No, I'm not going to give you an excuse to cheat. If I marry you, I know you love me. I'm not going to marry someone who
It doesn't take a
gonna
marriage
say-
to prove
So-
that you love a person.
No,
What do you
and
mean?
that's
If
true,
we're
and
married, you know you
I
love
can
me.
understand that, but for me, marriage is sacred. Just because you're married to me, don't mean you can cheat. Let me be real. I don't play like that, and for me to even be in a relationship with you, I know you're loyal. But I do then understand as well.
So would you propose? What if your man
No, I'm
never
not proposing,
proposes?
I'm
So
not
you
proposing.
you'll push him into, look, I want to get married. You'll do it that way, or you will just leave it to his own
We
time.
need to relationships. You need to be on the same page, anyways. It shouldn't be me pushing you, you pushing me. We need to be on the same page. If you don't ever want to get married, I can't be with you.
But people change. Maybe in the next 5 years he will want to get married. Maybe right now he don't want to, but in 5 years he might.
But as someone if I meet a man and he's stubborn, adamant on, I will never get married.
Okay, well that's different.
I'm not-
yeah, if
I'm
you've made
sorry.
it clear that he doesn't believe in
Okay,
it.
you go play with your little girls over there. That's not for me.
Yeah.
It's a personal choice at the end of the day, and that's.
Do you
not for
believe
me.
marriage and then children, or are you gonna do it the other way? Children.
I
and then
believe
marriage?
marriage and then children.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I wouldn't have children before marriage, but me personally, like
Marriage
even-
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even my parents, they married and then have five kids together.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Then I guess your beliefs have come from your upbringing and what you saw growing up, and because you saw it this way, you're adamant this is the way you want to do it. Some people come from broken homes and they're bastard kids. For those of you that don't know what that is when your parents have your kids and they're not married and all of that. Yeah. So some people have different opinions, even based off the families they were born into, and not seeing that for themselves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. But I know men who have kids,
Yeah.
multiple kids, and they still say they want to get married and find a woman and spend the rest of their life with her. Their future kids, from then on, like from now on, they want it to be with the woman they're gonna marry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a very
So basically, you feel people do believe in marriage still.
yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I think, I believe women, we
100%.
still do believe in it. I just don't think it's as common as it used to be. I mean, back in the 90s and early 2000s, there was always weddings. 2022, Have you been to a wedding yet?
No.
We're more than halfway through the year 2021. Even before, let's even cancel lockdown 2019, 2018. Like, when last did you actually go to a wedding?
I mean, in my family, I've seen all my cousins get married. They're all still with their husbands, you know.
Yeah.
So for me, in my family, you get married.
Yeah.
You get married and then have kids.
Yeah.
That's just
good, man.
within my culture. So I know for me, I'm going to be married
Yeah.
to the father of my children.
Okay, for our next topic, we are now discussing, would you date a broke man over a rich man or vice versa? Rich man over a broke man.
I wouldn't date a broke man, period.
Oh, see, for all you broke men out there, get your money up if you want me.
No, but I'm being honest. I'm not going to date a man who can't even provide for himself. I don't need you to provide for me. I can provide for me whilst we're dating. But you can't even provide for yourself.
What's broke? Broke's basically what, they can't feed themselves, they can't
listen, let's talk about my ex right now.
Oh, damn.
Stole cash from me. I paid for everything. It's his sister's birthday. You couldn't even buy her a present. I bought her a present. Holiday. I paid for everything. I stayed with him.
Does he have kids?
Nah.
See, I don't get people that are broke and don't even have children to feed. Like, what are you really doing with your money?
All I'm saying is I've been there, done that. I don't recommend it. Kids, don't do it. Women, don't do it. It's no.
Why did you pay for the holidays?
Because we had a good time together and he was my man at the time and I was like, yeah, we can build. I was young, by the way. I was like 18, 19. So me being young and dumb, I'm like, yeah, it's cool. We're gonna.
Did he drive?
Nah.
Did he live alone?
Nah.
Oh, damn.
He was
broke.
broke. I've been there, I've done that. I'm telling you, I will never date a broke man again. Period.
What's broke though? What can we say is broke? Someone who can't.
Someone with no ambition.
Yeah, because you said he couldn't pay for a holiday.
I'm saying a man with no ambition, no money, no income, just sits in bed and smokes weed all day.
How does he pay for the weed? Benefits.
What about a man
Don't ask me, I don't know.
Works a 9 to 5, earns 21k a year, and he's got his flat. He's not broke, but he's not high rolling.
We can date, but I can't start a family with you yet or think about that. Or do you know what I mean? Until you reach your next level. Because
and what's the
realistically,
next level?
like when you're earning more.
Okay.
Because realistically, you're earning 21k a year, you can't provide for a family. And I believe, I'm quite traditional in the sense that men should provide. As a man, you should provide. I'm not saying I'm going to sit at home and not work. Me, I like to work. I like to get my money. But a man should provide, right? I don't mind cooking, cleaning, all that, you know, all the female stuff. I believe in that.
Yeah.
As a woman, I'll cook, I'll clean.
Yeah.
I'm going to look after the kids. But as a man, your job is to provide.
Come bring some food home, put on the table for me to cook. And
Damn right.
Yeah.
Damn right. And
I think another thing as well is, as women, we need a man that we know has got us. You see, in our times of our lowest time, like, we need to be able to look at our partner and be like, I'm low right now, have you got me, sort of thing. Because if he hasn't, then what's the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not doing anything to help our situation. So that's a big turn off.
Yeah.
That is a massive turn off. They've got to be able to help you when you're at your lowest, not when you're all great. It's when you're at your lowest. If that person can't be there for you and help you in any type of way, then yeah, just don't even
and me,
bother
I like to
dating
be
them.
spoiled. I'm not going to lie. I've been spoiled my entire life.
So let me throw you a scenario.
Been spoiled my entire life. My mum and dad have spoiled me my entire life. My dad gives me money if I need money, which, you know.
Let me throw a scenario at you, yeah. Say your man, yeah, plans a date with you, yeah. Really nice date. Says, babes, don't do nothing tonight. Wear something nice. We're going to date night for us, yeah. But then when he comes, he's took you to Burgess Park, pulled out a sheet, got a Tesco meal deal, sandwich, crisps and a drink, got a little speaker, play music, and boom, it's just you. Is that being treated special and nice?
That can be a vibe, though.
You like that? All right,
That
cool.
could be a vibe.
Okay, cool.
If it's with the right person,
Yeah.
that can be a vibe.
Okay.
It don't need to be Hakkasan and sexy fish every day.
Okay.
You can go
That's
to the
what I was
park if
that
you
was
want. Like,
checking, yeah.
I don't
Because
mind
some
doing
women
that.
will look at that and think that's not being treated, and do you know what I mean? But I would say that this more to me. I think time is the most valuable thing we've got. So
100%.
all the money you have is not going to impress you. Like if you can spend your time, even the thought, even going into that. But that's good that you said that. I wasn't expecting that answer. You
What,
know,
you thought I would be
I thought you were going to be like Tesco meal deal. No, like that's that's what I thought
that
you'd
could
be
be
like.
a vibe.
Yeah.
Maybe not the Tesco sandwiches. I don't eat Tesco sandwiches.
But little picnic is all right, innit?
Yeah, I like picnics. Picnics are fun. Why not? Let's do it. Don't get me wrong. I still like going uptown, but if you don't have the money to do it, I can go with my girls. It's no problem.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't mind helping a man build. I just, if you want us to start a family and you're taking me serious, you need to up your game. Or you need to be there already. Because as a woman, for me, like I said, I want to be married before I have kids. If it
I
works
think
the other
your
way, I
energy
don't
alone
mind.
would push him to want better as well.
Yeah,
Because you've got
100%.
quite a big energy. So I feel like the man, whoever you end up dating and marrying, he's going to want to push himself to get that promotion, to earn more, or to look for a better job because he knows he wants to be able to look after you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like, I do give that energy, and I always want to better everyone around me as well. So when people are speaking to me, I always like to know what they like to do in life and what they want next and what their dreams are, because I'm a big believer in you can get anything you want.
Yeah, 100%.
And you can reach any goal you want.
100%.
So, yeah, if you have no ambition, please do not talk to me. Please.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you guys for joining us on another episode. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Hit that subscription button, click the like button, drop a comment below, and share.
And they're not going nowhere as well for all the guys.
Damn right, we not. Damn motherfucker right.
Cuts.
Yes! I like that
This
one.
one's going to be so bloody awful to edit.
Why? Who was that walked